They say the dead tell no tales. But what if they did? What if the person you just identified in the morgue was seen walking through the city, just an hour later? A ghost in the machine, a whisper on the wind. This is the story of a witness who was silenced, but refused to disappear. For the detectives on the case, it began with a routine identification. A murder witness, found dead. Case closed. But then, the calls started. Strange sightings. A figure matching the victim's description, moving through crowds, a shadow in plain sight. The surveillance room became a crypt. Night after night, we hunted for a phantom. CCTV footage flickered, timestamps corrupted. We'd find a glimpse of them, a reflection in a rain-soaked window, and then, gone. It was impossible. A glitch in the system, a city-wide hallucination. Doubt began to fester, gnawing at the edges of reason. Every lead was a dead end. Every piece of evidence felt like a carefully placed breadcrumb, leading us deeper into a maze we couldn't see. The case took a darker turn when we received an anonymous tip, leading us to a cemetery. Under a cold moon, we stood before a freshly disturbed grave. The coffin was open. Inside, next to the body we had already identified, lay a phone. It was glowing, ringing. A call from a number we'd been trying to trace for days. A number belonging to the lead investigator on this very case. The silence that followed was heavier than any stone. The impossible was no longer just a theory. Back at an abandoned safe house, the paranoia peaked. The walls were covered in our own investigation. Pinned photographs, timelines, maps. But something was wrong. Evidence was missing. Surveillance tapes were wiped clean. And on a dusty table, a single, perfect handprint. We ran it. The print belonged to one of our own, the person standing right next to me, the very detective who had been pushing this investigation forward. Suddenly, every coincidence, every dead end, wasn't bad luck, it was design. The final piece fell into place in a place we never thought to look. The old courthouse basement, and there, sitting in the shadows, was the witness. Alive. Calm. They hadn't been a ghost. They'd been hidden. The body in the morgue, a decoy. The sightings, the phone calls, the wiped footage, it was all a script. A meticulously crafted play to frame a detective, to make them chase their own tail while the real crime was being buried. I was so focused on finding a ghost, I never realized I was the pawn. I wasn't solving a murder, I was the final piece of the cover-up.